Spongic X here with more footage from SoulCalibur 6, showcasing some custom characters. Right now I got Joanna Dark from Perfect Dark Zero. I honestly don't get why that game gets so much hate. I've honestly never played it all the way through, but then again I've never played the original Perfect Dark all the way through either, but I know Perfect Dark gets a good reputation, but Perfect Dark Zero gets a terrible reputation for some reason. And I never understood why. Honestly, like, from the little time I've spent playing both games, I kind of like Zero a little bit better, at least when it comes to the single-player mode. I've honestly never played the multiplayer mode of it, but so judging from, like, the single-player modes, I did not like the N64 one a lot, because the mission structures were just really painful, especially the ones that required you to use like certain gadgets, and if you use them incorrectly it can make you fail that mission, force you to restart from the beginning, and I really did not like that. If I'm not mistaken, Perfect Dark Zero had more checkpoints, which made playing through the single player a lot more fun. The world was a lot more open and explorative, so yeah, comparing like both versions, I really don't get why Perfect Dark gets so Perfect Dark Zero gets so much hate. I thought it was not bad for a prequel, and I honestly like Joanna Dark's appearance a lot better in Zero. So, something really cool about her with like that spiky red hair, and compared to her flat dark brown hair she had in the original. Yeah, I really did like her redesign. It was different, but I thought it made her look cooler. Made her look more like an agent. I thought I'd give her Cervantes' moveset because since she's an agent, she works with a lot of different weapons, including like guns, and since Cervantes has a gun, I thought both that and those two swords he had would make her look pretty skilled in combat, so I thought it worked pretty well. It also makes a great moveset for like those who want to try creating Bayonetta as a playable character in this. It really does work well. And up next we have Rapunzel from Disney's Tangled.
It is anyone's battle.
Battle 1. Fight.
Surprisingly, the TV series of it is pretty good, but at least in regards to Season 1, I thought the last half of Season 1 was really good, especially for what's supposed to be a family show. I mean, it definitely did some unconventional things that aren't very common in not only family shows, but Disney shows especially. But, I mean, it had some dark twists and surprises, and they were done pretty well. And Season 2, on the other hand, while it did start off really well with a good TV movie, I really feel like it's been kind of a bad season. It just really pales in comparison to all that happened at the end of Season 1. And it just feels like a big fat filler season. I mean, the last 3 episodes that aired a few months ago, they were, well, the first 2 of those 3 I mentioned were some of the worst episodes I've seen in the series, but then before it went on hiatus, they aired one last episode. That one wasn't too bad, but God, it makes me wonder when the heck the show's returning. It's been, I don't know, it's almost been like half a year already, and they haven't aired a single new episode yet. They haven't even said when it's coming back, but I mean, I really hope Season 2 can manage to pick up the pace, because a lot of those episodes just felt very out of place with the rest of the series. It's like, oh, come on, how stupid can these characters be? I mean, judging from like what you've seen at the end of Season 1 and what you've seen at the beginning of Season 2, these characters have been through a lot, but then most of these episodes have been about them having very like selfish moments where like they're turning on each other, or it seems like they're forgetting about their mission, and it just gets really annoying after a while. Especially when you see it happening in so many episodes in a row. You just want it to get back on track, and not every episode of Season 2 is bad, though. Some of them were good, especially the very first one they showed of the season. But so right now we have Eugene, who's also from Tangled, fighting Joanna Dark for some reason.
I'll have you know that this is the strangest
greatest thing I have ever done. I'm really glad to see that Tangled is gonna make an appearance in Kingdom Hearts 3 because I'm a huge fan of that movie, and it's even amazing to know, like, if I'm not mistaken, I was informed that one reason why Kingdom Hearts 3 has been delayed, well, not delayed, but it's been taken so long to come out, is because one thing that the team was really working hard on was trying to get the Tangled level working. They said that was one of the hardest levels to make for the game, mostly because of Rapunzel and her long hair. They wanted to make sure they could make her both fight and interact in the environment without her hair, like, looking faulty in the animation department and stuff like that. And so, judging from what I've seen in the videos, dang, they've done a really good job. They almost, like, recreate the movie shot for shot, except with little hints of Sora, Donald, and Goofy here and there. But yeah, it does look impressive though, and that is amazing, because especially considering how, think of all the other video game companies where, like, they had an idea for a video game, but then it was too difficult for them to implement, so they, instead of wasting time on that, they would just scrap the idea. And I mean, there was evidence of that in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, after all, because there was a scrap Jungle Book level that's hidden in the data of the game, and it's unaccessible entirely though. But and so the fact that Kingdom Hearts, the people who are working on Kingdom Hearts, they could have easily just said, okay, Rapunzel, Tangled, this is too hard to put to the game, let's just, cut it out and move on. But no, they actually decided to make the game take longer than it needed to come out, just so they could put that level in the way they wanted to, and it looks like they've done an impressive job with it so far, so kudos to that. And right now we have Mumbo Jumbo from Banjo-Kazooie. Turned out a little creepier than I wanted to, but I'm also thinking of making Humbo Wumba sometime, Mumbo's rival. But so he's fighting Naminé from Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Couldn't quite give Mumbo a magic wand, but I thought giving him Keelik's staff would be the next best thing. Ikamokam.
Die. Stand. Fight to your last breath. Battle 2. Fight.
I always liked Mumbo, but I hated what they did with him in Nuts and Bolts. But then again, who didn't they spare in Nuts and Bolts? Because, well, not only his design, but even his character. He went, it's like Banjo-Kazooie. He went from the strange shaman who would transform you into different things. Banjo-Tooie, he pretty much got a promotion by being a playable character who could use magical enhancements to help Banjo-Kazooie on their journey. And then, what does he get promoted to in Nuts and Bolts? He gets an ugly redesign that turns his head into a cube, basically, and he's now a mechanic, apparently, who has no purpose in the game whatsoever, except just to be there. I mean, the game could have easily written him out of it. Oh, sure, he gave Kazooie the magic wrench, but really, I don't know, it just felt so forced. But right now we have Gruntilda from Banjo-Kazooie. A more realistic looking version of her, that is. I like how this one turned out, though. I wasn't sure if it was going to work out, though, because there are a lot of things I had to do to make her look the way she does. Like, the way I was able to make her, witch-like nose was, I took, a little horn accessory and I painted it green and placed it over her face, and I was hoping, like, oh, please let it blend in well, and yeah, it surprisingly does. And I was able to give her the witch's hat, her gown, and her scarf, and I was able to give them all, like, the correct coloring, and so, yeah, I really do like how this turned out. It looks like a more serious, deadlier version of Gruntilda. She's fighting Lily from the Tekken series, apparently.
Stand. Fight to your last breath.
Of all the characters in Banjo-Kazooie, Gruntilda was usually the one who would make me laugh the most, like, both her dialogue and voice. I just loved, like, the sounds that Chris Seaver would make for her. You know, and, the way she would rhyme, and it always made replaying Banjo-Kazooie empty after you defeated Gruntilda and you no longer hear her narrations, like, during Banjo's visits inside her lair. And, but that's, I guess that's what starting a new game is for. But,
I won't kill you yet.
ugh, that's creepy.
Care to dance with me?
And so that's it for all the characters I created for now. Now I'm going to play as some characters that others have made. So right now I'm playing Bayonetta in her Bayonetta 2 appearance versus Aqua from Kingdom Hearts. And so previously I did download another character of Bayonetta that someone else made, but then I found this one and it was a lot better than the previous one, because whoever made the other Bayonetta model, like, they did not really give her a suitable moveset, and her voice just did not match her. And so this one, not only does it look, whoever made this version of Bayonetta I'm playing as, not only does it look more like her and sound more like her, but Cervantes' moveset just works perfectly with her. So I ended up deleting the file for the original Bayonetta model I found and replaced it with this one.
Stand. Fight to your last breath.
Feel so bad for Aqua.
Battle 3. Fight.
Let's go. You like that?
I mean, this moveset works so perfectly for Bayonetta because she does have, she is able to equip like 2 swords at once, and of course she has, you know, guns and stuff like that. And
Let's get this fight started.
right now we have Tifa from Final Fantasy VII
Impress me. Shall we begin the
versus one of the worst SoulCalibur villains ever made. I mean, I love his moveset, but I think his character is awful as well. I don't know why, but like when I was playing this match, I just couldn't help but laugh and think about like a funny fan animation I found online that was related to Final Fantasy VII. I think it was from Dorkly, but it was something about like I can't remember the name of it, but it was a really funny video where all the characters from Final Fantasy VII were getting each other's names messed up because they didn't know how to pronounce them because they were so difficult. So like one of my favorite quotes from that is when Cloud gets mad at Red She and says like, "How do you pronounce your names? Like Red She or Red XII? I never know how to pronounce Japanese names. Why can't you have a simple name like Tifa?" And then Tifa's like, "It's Tifa." And then Sephiroth, "I always thought it was Tifa." It's a really funny animation. The funniest part happens right at the end when Neo Bahamut gets summoned, and he says like, "Behold the majesty that is Neo Bahamba, the dragon." It is so funny. Like, I have a friend, and usually whenever he's over, like, we always quote that. I hope in the Final Fantasy VII remake they decide to give Tifa her old outfit back. I always liked that one better. I like Cloud's Advent Children outfit a lot better, but I never really cared for Tifa's. It mostly just made her look like Trinity from Matrix, and I don't know. I kind of liked her original outfit better. Wouldn't be surprised if they don't bring it back, though. How overly sensitive the media is nowadays, but
Victory goes to the last one standing. Final battle. Fight.
yeah, whoever made this Tifa model did a good job. Talim's moveset works incredibly well. It really suits Tifa's fighting style from the actual game she's from.
Grant me?
I never got a chance to play Final Fantasy VII all the way through. I got quite far in it though. I at least got like all the party members, but unfortunately I wouldn't be able to play it now though, because I had it on my PS3, but I don't have my PlayStation 3 anymore, and so I lost pretty much my save data for the moment, and I'm aware that I could rebuy the game, but I really don't want to have to rework my way back to where I was, so I'm just going to wait for the remake instead. And now it's back to the characters I made. Right now we're doing Jack Skellington, from The Nightmare Before Christmas versus Taki.
Stand. Fight to your last breath. Battle 2. Fight. Victory goes to the last one standing.
Leave me no choice.
Fight.
No mercy.
Come.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Now back to the road. Oh my God!
Man.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Now back to the road.
Yeah, not much happened in the previous battles. I just decided to skip ahead a bit and get to the good parts.
For the fallen who fought so bravely.
Now back to the road.
I'll end this.
Now we have Blaze the Cat from Sonic the Hedgehog.
On guard. Rest now.
She surprisingly works very well with Taki's moveset.
Doubts and fears will sabotage one's victory. Get this fight started.
I'll silence your
Battle 1. Fight.
I won't let you.
Taki always has, she always had the best slide kick attack. Now they gave her that extra kick, well, that flip kick.
Last breath.
I don't think any other character has like a unique slide kick like that.
This is it.
I love that new move they gave Taki, where she can plant that little flame bomb and then cause it to explode. I don't recall that being in any of the previous entries.
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Like, I know they had the ability in the previous games where she would like plant like one of those explosive flames on the ground, but I don't recall them ever having the combo attack where she can plant it onto another character and have them launch into the sky.
I won't let you. I'll end this. On guard. Rest now. Tomorrow's victory starts with a heart of steel.
Woo, that was epic. Well, that's all I have to show for now. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.
Fight to
Goodbye.
the last breath.